morning, good morning, good morning. My name is LouAnn and welcome to my kitchen. That coffee is a brewing, and you know there's some fresh iced tea in that icebox. Well, today's Thursday, so that means another Fannie Farmer recipe, and we are going through the basic breads. Now, there may or may not be some recipes in these little booklets that I try, that I cook, that I show you, because I may not be able to get some of the ingredients. And this is hashtag 1896 Fannie Farmer Recipes. That is on a collab with Hillbilly Chicken Ranch and LouAnn's Kitchen. So let's turn around and make the next recipe that is in this little booklet with basic breads. So we are making entire wheat bread. That's what I'm making. I got 2 cups of milk and I just scalded it. I just used the microwave. Now we gotta let this cool down before we add our sweetener and our salt. So let this cool down and then I'll be right back. Oh, I was supposed to add the salt, a teaspoon of salt, and 1/4 cup of sugar or 1/3 cup of molasses. I'm using sugar, and then we'll mix this together and then we'll let that cool down before we add our yeast. And our yeast is dissolving in 1/4 cup of lukewarm water, and it says 1/4 cup of yeast cake. I'm just using 2 teaspoons and a half. I add my sugar here real quick. So now we let this go and get this mixed up and let it cool. After we get it mixed up, then we're going to add the rest of our ingredients, which is the yeast with a little bit of water and the whole wheat flour. It's about cool right now, so we are going to go ahead and add our yeast that has been dissolving in 1/4 cup of water, lukewarm water. I'm going to stir that in. Then we will add our wheat flour, and that calls for 4 1/3 cups of wheat flour. So I'm going to get that over here, so we get that added. So our dough has doubled in bulk. Now I need to, it says to again beat and then turn into grease bread pans. Having the pans only 1/2 full, and then we got to let it rise again and let it bake. So, and it also notes that this being wheat bread, it will not double in bulk like your regular bread does. So I'm going to use this spoon and I'm going to beat it down, and then I will put it in a greased baking dish, cover it, and let it rise again before we bake.